Hi everyone, welcome to Cosmic Turtles. This is Tina. I'm going to do a collective read right now and see how the energies are. Seems like some heaviness has lifted. Um, let's see what the cards say. I have my trusty turtle here with us. So, I'm going to use the Quick and Easy Tarot. I have the definition. I'm still practicing. Although, after a while, we're always learning, right? So we're always in practice. That's how I see it. Alright, let's see what comes up. I'm in my camper, and I'm trying to see if certain camera angles sometimes are wrong. I'm still learning on that too. And I found a way to kind of hook up the recording device I'm using as a tablet, so hopefully this is a better angle than the last time, but it's all good. We make do what we have. It doesn't stop us from moving forward. It's just we become really good at finding solutions. Alright, so collective read. 1, 2, 3. I do a five card spread. That's the one I like so far, so that's what we're gonna do. We start off with the Four of Swords. A lot of people are in healing mode. Let's see here. The Fool, Death card, Ten of Wands, and the Magician. Well, so far this read looks really good. Now we're gonna add clarifiers. So right now, let's see here. Four of Swords. So the Four of Swords, a personal battle ends. Truce or break in the fighting. Anxious feelings diminish. You let your guard down. Peace and quiet follow stress. You are alone with your thoughts. Stockpile resources and mentally prepare for the next battle. This is just one battle in a long war. So this is what the Four Swords represents. And like I said earlier, it seems like a lot of things have calmed down. There's been a heavy energy and a lot of things kind of calmed down. I don't have any treats right now. You guys gotta wait. This is my roommate's dogs. I live in the camper outside, and she's buying my camper, and then I'll be moving. And they're always welcome. They go through the screen. One of the dogs actually made a screen, went through the screen, didn't make a hole, but it's like they made their own pet door, and it's okay because the screen still falls and no bugs come in, so we're good. Well, I'm gonna fix it before I leave anyway. Then we have after the Four Sword. So after that the personal battle ends, we got the Fool card. So this is when you're more lighthearted and you're going on to a new adventure. You are unpredictable, open, spontaneous, adventurous, a free spirit and a dreamer. You are free of responsibility by choice and do not like restrictions. You have the soul of an entrepreneur. Signifies the start of a new phase in life. Trust in your own ideas and plan no matter what others may say. Then we have the Death card. Signifies either the metaphorical personal rebirth followed by a great change in your life, or literal death of someone you know. Renewal, personal growth through honest self-examination. End of an era. Put the past behind you. Fear of the unknown, of change, and of being out of control. Focus on the essentials of life. Simplify. So you see in the development here, you go through a healing period, and then you have like a rebirth, and then so that you don't go, oops, excuse me, I didn't realize that the music, it didn't show that it had any commercials. Well, alright, everything is a work in progress. So like I said, we have the healing, then it's like the rebirth, you're more free-spirited, then it's not going too much overboard on things, and Ten of Wands is the end. Usually, because it's a 10, it's the end of hardship. Life is a constant battle. You never seem to get a break. Your heart will be heavy. You doubt your own worth. You are overextended and overcommitted. You will be tested. No rest for your burden. No rest from your burdens. Your responsibilities are suffocating you. Look for new, creative solutions to your problems. Make changes in your life. And then you have the Magician. You are well suited for business, science, and high-tech fields. You are a risk-taker and an overachiever, highly organized with tremendous powers of concentration. You are flexible and creative. Determination and the strength of your personality will overcome problems. Take charge and take action. The card of personal power. So, in this collective read right now, this is pretty much what's happening for a lot of us. We're like, we've taken a step back from a lot of things that happened, and we kind of heal from it a little bit, and then we feel like there's a new burst of energy, maybe new ideas in which direction we want to go. It's also the end of things that no longer serves us. It's personal growth through honest self-examination. It's putting the past behind you. And if you don't, then it feels like, if you don't put the past behind you, it'll feel like you're taking on more than you can chew. You're taking on more in your life. So it's time to make those changes. Find solutions to your problems. If there are certain problems that you can't put an end to, finish the job and then move on to something else. And then it says at the end here, it says as the Magician that, you know what? You have everything you need. You've done the work. You have everything you need inside of you to find the solutions, to make the changes, to make that move. You just got to get over the self-doubt. You just got to get over your own issues with your self-worth. It's your healing. A lot of us, we go through things and it brings us to our knees. And then, well, it's time. Where else is there to go once you're down? Up. So you start going up. When you start going up, you're seeing the contrast in your life, and then you start saying no and setting your boundaries. And then you're putting an end to things that if it comes back up in your life, you're like, no, I don't want this anymore. This is the direction, and I'm setting my boundaries, and this is how I'm going to go to this goal. Well, but you'll be tested, and the testing is to test your resolve. Are you going to pick back up what it is that you put to rest, or are you actually going to go by what you say and actually let things go? And just rest assured that you have what it takes. So you don't have to doubt yourself. You can if you want, but don't stay stuck in the doubt, because that'll be taking on more than what you can handle. So let's put some clarifiers here and see how it goes. I really like my little Witch's Tarot here. I also got a new one, and this one is called the Everyday Witch's Tarot. I hope I have the camera angle. I know one of my last readings, everything was sideways. So I'm hoping that I'll put it sideways, just in case. But the way I see it, where my timer is, this would be the right side up. And this is a miniature deck, and this is also what it is, but I don't have the cover for that anymore. I put it in a little bag. So we're going to use these as clarifiers. I just love the drawings on these too. So we're going to just shuffle. I pre-shuffled, but I like shuffling anyway as I get there. And here, let's do this and this. Let's clarify the Four of Swords for the collective. Let's clarify the Four of Swords for the collective. Queen of Cups. So while you're healing, you're also giving yourself a lot of self-love. Queen of Cups, she's sitting there in her shell. She's just, you know, filling her own cup. It's a lot of self-care. A lot of people, to know where they're going, they need to know who they are. Part of knowing who you are is not who you were molded to be, but who are you authentically on the inside. To discover that, you have to shed a lot of layers that you accepted, but it was other people's perception of you. It wasn't your original self. For most of us, we put our original selves in the background and figured, well, if we want to advance in this life, we got to do it the way other people are saying. Now, don't try to reinvent the wheel. That has been a saying that's been in my mind for actually a week now. So even though I want to be authentic and do things my way, I still have to, not have to, but I could look at certain structures that are working real well right now, and why do I need to reinvent the wheel if the structure is there? Just follow the steps and you'll avoid a lot of problems. So in healing, self-care is a structure that works right now, and it was originally made that way. It's just we're just like rediscovering it, or actually seeing progress from actually doing it. These are things that you have to experience it to actually know what it is. So I think this clarifies this one very well. Now let's see about the Fool part, like for the collective. Let's get a clarifier for the Fool, and this will wait for a pop-up. Let's get a clarifier for the collective at this moment. Clarifying the Fool card. Get a clarifier for the Fool card for the collective. Well, there's two. One is a hidden aspect, and then one is the one that's there. I look at the ones that show up, face up, and if one fell and is face down, it's the hidden aspect of the Fool, something to be aware of. The one that popped up, it didn't fall, but it popped up, is as you're being free-spirited, as you're being open and spontaneous and adventurous and dreaming. Dream of things that what you want to create. Go and touch base with, like, you're discovering who you are, right? So you're walking into becoming your authentic self. And what do you want? You have everything inside of you to create, either to reinvent yourself, to create yourself, to like reinvent. It's kind of like saying I'm going to put a mask on, but no, I mean, like, how do you want to, what do you want to bring? What do you want to bring that is of value? You have all the tools inside of you. You're the Fool and the Magician at the same time. There, the Fool and the Magician. It's basically saying, have fun. After a healing period and you're giving yourself self-love, get out of the seriousness of it and have fun. And the hidden aspect of it is Nine of Pentacles. Have fun and bring abundance to yourself. How can you have fun and bring abundance to yourself at the same time? You know, how can this life actually be enjoyable? And is it possible? truth you cannot live is not true. There are people that have found that they can have fun and create abundance in their own life. Doesn't mean they're without challenges. It just means they're having more fun and creating abundance than worrying about the challenges that they are overcoming anyway, because they're having fun. It seems like this whole life we were taught a certain way, and then now we're discovering that if you want to be successful, turn it all around. It's we came into this realm, and mostly everything we were told was like a lie, and then we're waking up from that, and it pisses us off. A lot of us go through many frustrations, and just the fact of staying in those frustrations too long, it creates a set of problems of its own. So this is what we're doing. We're shedding all that extra that we put on ourselves. It's a path, and we become more wiser after, and we don't repeat these things after. So be adventurous, be free-spirited. While you're having fun, use what you know about yourself to create the abundance you want to create in your own life. So that's pretty. So that clarifies the Fool right here. Let's see about the Death card. What can we get as a clarifier for the Death card in this collective read? What could be a clarifier for the Death card for this collective read? And two of them fell. Okay. Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. And cups are about love. And this is like, it's clarifying this death. As you remove what you no longer need, as you are going through an honest self-examination of yourself, putting the past behind you. As soon as you close the door to the past, a door to the future opens. So it's clarifying what's happening here. But if you want that new opportunity to come to you, you have to put some things to rest inside of you. And Queen of Swords also okay. You have to do it by setting your boundaries. Queen of Swords, she's about she can, like, this is someone that can have a good time and can make comedy out of any situation, even the bad ones. I call it sarcasm, and that works too if it's the way to bring yourself back up from feeling down in the dumps. A little laughter goes a long way. And this is someone that is clearly communicates her boundaries. So as you're putting things to rest, you're also putting the boundaries around you. Now you'll get tested, and people test your resolve and say, "Oh no, that's not you. You changed." No, I didn't change. I started setting boundaries, and you don't like it. That's just the truth of it. And as you're putting things aside, putting things in the past and letting it go gracefully, saying thank you. You had your. It was useful for the time that I needed it. And now I don't need it anymore, because now it has become a burden in my life. Now I need to let it go gracefully. And when you close that door, the door to opportunities in relationships, in love, and clear communication. So communication and love will also, you close the door to open this one, and as you're closing that door, you're setting your boundaries, and these offers come in. You will get tested. Now let's see how, maybe for the collective, How will you get tested? It's the end of the test. Once you passed it, you're good. Okay? So let's get a clarifier for the Ten of Wands. Let's get a clarifier for the Ten of Wands here for the collective read. Woo, woo, okay. Take the one I saw. Seven of Swords. Some may be jealous of the changes you're doing because you are empowering yourself. Seven of Swords is the ones that are trying to manipulate in the background. They're the thieves. They're the ones that are trying to pull the wool over your eyes. It's betrayal. So through these changes, you're also going to find out, it's going to become clear to you those that have your back and those that don't. And you'll need to use the Queen of Swords energy to cut them out of your life and clearly communicate that, and don't allow them back in. Now, what's the hidden aspect? Okay. Three of Pentacles. It's another type of healing. It's a 3. And it's working on what you feel is of value. It may feel like a blowback. Those that are challenging you, it may surprise the crap out of you, and you didn't think that they would be that way, but it's okay. Like you'll be taking a small step back and like kind of like going back to the drawing board and re-examining how you allow people into your lives, and you'll be questioning yourself, but it's like you'll be making a plan. But be gentle with yourself. Don't be judgmental. I mean, we all have blinders on, and we're learning how to take them off. That's just the human experience. And so this will give you a little bit of a sadness here, but you'll be writing, like express writing, planning, and you'll be setting things in a way that this betrayal type of energy doesn't come into your life again. So let's clarify the Magician. I'm losing my light. The sun's going down. All right. I think we can still see clearly. Now, the Magician. Let's get a clarifier for the Magician for the collective. Let's get a clarifier for the Magician for the collective. Page of Swords. There's a lot of communication going on. Swords is communication. Swords is also issues, but in this case, Page is a message. So it'd be message, offer, opportunity. Page of Swords in reference to the Magician. This would be when you, after all this, when you realize you have all these, when you put yourself into perspective and you see yourself, like all your cards are on the, like, you know, you see yourself clearly reflected, you're going to see pieces and parts of you that you want to cut out. Like it could be limiting beliefs. And because if you continue to have that limiting beliefs, you wouldn't be able to create what you want to create with the Magician. So it's kind of like, let's say you are a ball of clay. You're going to use this sword to mold yourself the way, to mold yourself in a way that will fit to go towards your goal. And there'll be an opportunity or an offer to do just that. Communication will come in. that has to do with what you want to create. Communication will come in. It could be a text, an email, a friend telling you, look, I got this going on. Are you interested? So it's communication, a message. See, all these cards, like one card has many definitions, but it's how does it relate to the card that is there. And any of these definitions I say, because I'm reading for the collective, it will apply. This one flipped, but it didn't fall. So let's see what the communication, what the opportunity, the Page of Swords, what it's about. And then we will put a Moonology card. I'm also going to do an Angel Answers card. We're going to have fun with this reading. We're going to add a little more. So what? Okay, let's clarify the Page of Swords for the collective. Maybe it doesn't want to say nothing. Sometimes that happens. Or I'm really good at this. Okay. Ace of Swords. Okay. Ace of Swords, also new opportunities. It's also cutting out what you don't need in your life. So basically, you'll have offers that come in by communication, and you're going to decide which one's the best for you. Okay. So that is the reading. Let's add a Moonology card for the overall energy here for the collective. What would be a message from the Moonology cards for the collective? This one here is our big. I don't want them to fall, so I'll do the 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For the collective, the message is, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Scorpio is a water sign, and it's about the depths of emotions and the mental realm. So it's time to release negativity. So this is the opportunity that's being given in the collective at this moment. Okay. I have these new cards, and they are called Galactic Symbols, and I'm going to add one. For the collective, what is the message from the cards? Galactic Symbols. What is it that collective would need to know? Was that me? I'm going to keep them. Fortune, restrictions, triumph, persistence, restlessness. Okay, so we have a few things going on in the collective right now. Fortune, card 26. The wheel of life is turning in your favor. A win, bonus, or unexpected boom brings material satisfaction. This card is all about wonderful new possessions, tremendous fulfillment, and ambitions being realized. Kindness, gratitude, and sharing with others will bring further joy and keep the prosperity flowing. All right. That is the Fortune one. So this is an advice. Next one, restrictions, number 10. Confusion, anxiety, and uncertainty are blocking your potential. Loss or pain aren't the end of the road. Rest, recover, and then rebuild. Life has more for you, and you have more for life. Push through and keep on pushing. You are stronger than you know and wiser too. Out with the doubt, in with a brighter, more confident you. And that's what we're working on. So this is about restrictions. Triumph. Positive energy is being sprinkled in every aspect of your life. You're about to kick a personal goal that will be a boost for your confidence. Allow yourself to feel amazing. No mountain is too high to climb for you now, so aim high and start your ascent. A victory, regardless of size, heralds opportunity and is worth celebrating. A secret wish comes true. That is triumph. Persistence. Striving to secure the foundation for your future will give you the courage to face your fears. Keep going, stay focused, and commit to creating brighter tomorrows for yourself. Generate positive thinking and a winning attitude. Small steps will turn into great leaps, and you will reach personal goals that have seemed impossible. The gods are in your corner. Strong affirmative actions will be well rewarded. So that is about persistence. And then we have restlessness. Go with your flow and take control of your life. Agitation or impatience are signs it is time for something fresh. Indulge your wanderlust and plan to travel or make a daring career move. This card is about grand adventure, but don't sit back and wait for it to come to you. Stride out and begin the journey. The world awaits with brilliant new connections, good times, and rewarding opportunities. That is awesome. This actually explains the whole reading as well, just in these 5 cards. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to get an angel card. So if you'd like, you can pause the video and ask a question and pertaining any question, and then we'll see if we can get an answer for you from the angel cards. So for the collective, the biggest asking in the questions that they have, what would be the answer? For the collective, what would be the answer? For the collective's question, what is an answer for them? All right, big cards. I'm going to split them. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oops, don't go anywhere. All right, and the answer to your question is in the near future. So for what you asked for, the answer is in the near future. Okay, and then I'm going to grab a charm. I do have little charms.